Hello, my name is Belle. Today we're going to cover the role of the parents once we are married. God asks us to always honor and respect our parents, but once we are married, they play a different role than the role they used to play in our lives. But we transition from always listening to them where they are leading and guiding us and giving us direction of how to make decisions. When you are married, you become one with your spouse. God asks us to leave our parents' house and to become one with our spouse, right? So once we do that, we have to respect that decision. Once you become one with your spouse, your parents, there has to be a limitation, there has to be boundary. They can't come in your life and decide what is right and wrong for you. They can't be the one that's dictating every decisions. You become one with your spouse, so you guys are the one that's trying to communicate together to make what is the best decision for your family and for your life. You know? So we have to be aware of that. If we are married, once we get married and our parents is still having that power where they are the one that's leading us, that is guiding us into every decision we are making, it's not gonna go well for your marriage. It's not gonna go well for your marriage. It's supposed to be you and your husband or you and your wife who are making and creating a life that best suits your family. Yes, at times when we need our parents' counsel, when we need their help, when we're trying to resolve a conflict, we're trying to resolve something and the two of you guys cannot resolve it together, at a point you might need their help and their support in helping you guys, but they are not the one that's gonna always give you direction or tell you to do this, to do that. No, you have to listen to your spouse, you have to listen to your husband, and your husband has to listen to you, which is the wife. Okay? So we have to respect our parents. We're gonna honor them. We're gonna be there for them when they need our help. We're not gonna abandon them. We have to respect them and we have to love them, just like you love your own mom and your father. So your in-laws, you always have to respect and love and cherish your mother-in-law, your father-in-law. You can't just be defending and taking care of your own family, your own parents, where you're abandoning your spouse family. You have to care for them because that is their parents. You have to come together to respect both in-laws and your parents. Okay? But there has to be boundary, there have to be limitation. And parents, we have to allow the kids to grow up. Once there was a time they used to live with you. They were there, you took care of them, you supported them, you were the helping hand. So once they are married, you have to be able to let them go so they can go and have their life. And you have to respect their boundary. Don't always be involved in their lives. Give them space to grow, to mature, to learn. When they need your help, they will come and ask for your help if they need your help and your support. Allow them to try to figure out on their own. Don't always be in the center of the union. And don't have favorites. Well, she's my daughter. Like, no, sometimes when we favor our own, we're defending our own, we're protecting our own. You're not protecting the union. You're not protecting your union. Your daughter might be your daughter or your son might be your son, but if your son is wrong, you have to acknowledge that, hey son, you are wrong. Hey daughter, you are wrong. You can't be, you can't be picking sides because they are married. Once they are married, they no longer your son or your daughter. You are for them, not for him or not for her. You are for them. Your intention is supposed to shift from being, okay, she's my daughter, she's my son, to the marriage, the benefit of the union, the benefit of the marriage. You're supposed to be protecting their marriage, not your son or your daughter. When you do that, it's not gonna benefit them. Yes, when they are wrong, whoever is wrong, if it's your daughter who's wrong, talk to them. Hey, daughter, I know, they're going to want you to take their sides, but you can't be always picking sides, because you have to, whoever's at fault, you have to always have the boldness, the strength to tell them, hey, in this area, you have to work within yourself. If you want your marriage to, work. Because every person have a habit, every person have a weakness that doesn't coordinate with what we're trying to do in the family. So they have to hear it, So don't always take sides, but take sides. If you're going to take sides for the union, for the marriage. Work with them both. Don't protect, don't defend, because when you're doing that, most of the time, we're defending whoever is on, even if they're at fault. You're not helping them. You might think you are helping them, but you are not helping them. You're not helping their union. So respect their union. Pull back. Allow them to figure it out. When and if they need your help and support, they will reach out. Don't always be in the middle of every disagreement. Don't take sides. Try to avoid taking sides. You should always be for the marriage, for the union. Give them space. Visit them, but don't always be there all the time. And when you are there, don't always be in the middle, in the center of whatever they have going on. And if you don't have nothing to say about your daughter-in-law, about your son-in-law, just be quiet. Don't bash them. If you have nothing to say, nothing nice to say, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Because your son and your daughter is not always right. Know our places in their life. Don't cause any extra chaos in their lives. Don't. Because sometimes we are the problem. Sometimes the parents are the problem. And as a couple, we're going to always respect and we're going to love our parents. We're going to be there for them. We're going to reach out to them when we need their counsel, when we need their guidance. But it shouldn't be always. You have to try to always resolve your own conflict. And then if the two of you cannot resolve your own conflict, then you look for wise counsel. And sometimes our parents is not the best person who can lead and guide us. We might have to seek outside help. Sometimes you have to have wisdom to know if they are the best person you can go to for advice. Because not always. What is their intention for your marriage, for your spouse, for your family? Not all of them have good intention for your union. If they dislike your wife or they can get along with your husband, you think they're going to have the best interest or they're going to have the best advice for you? So you have to know when they are not for your union. They might be for you because they are your parents. They might be against your union. Okay? So, parents, let's try to let them live in peace. Respect their boundary. Know when to get involved and know when to pull back. Know when to let them go. They have to struggle. Don't always be there stepping over the husband wall. Because when they were in your household, there's a lot of roles you played. So once they get married, they have to be able to depend on their husband. Or the husband have to depend on the wife to do certain things. But if your mom, your dad, you're always trying to do the same role, then you're going to create conflict among them, because you're trying to do that role when you was playing that role when they needed you to. But right now, they have to be dependent on each other. They have to be the one who support each other, try to figure out in their own. But if you constantly there, you helping them, you're making it easier for them. Yeah. Some of the men, they don't like that. So once you know that they don't like that, you need to pull back. Yes, you want your daughter, your son to be well taken care of. Give them space. If they're struggling, they will come. And sometimes when they're going through something, they move back home, and then we're like, hey, yeah, maybe if their life is not in danger, if their life is in danger, it's a different stuff. It's a different story. But then when they come home because they having a conflict, you shouldn't always welcome them. Once they are married, your door shouldn't always be opened. Because in their head, they're going to think like, I can always go back to my parents' house. I can always go back to my mom, to my dad. I don't need this. If they ever need help to escape for a day, for 2 days, they can come. But then, after the 24-hour, 48 hours, you'll be like, okay, like, when are you going, when are you going back to your house to resolve this, to fix this? I might give you room to come and breathe for a day, for 2 days, but what's your plan? When things die down, you have to be able to go back to your home to work on it, to fix it. This is a temporary solution. So let's do our work properly. Let's resume our position and do what we need to do in the proper way. Okay? I love you, and God love you more.